Hi, Terry from Arcan Trailer here, and in this segment we're going to talk about the electrical system. So in your RV, we talked earlier about batteries, we talked about plugging it in. Your RV distinctively has two systems, the 110 volt system and the 12 volt system. So many of the things in your RV work on the 12 volt system, like the lights, furnace, water pump, circuitry for the fridge, stereo. So all these systems operate on your battery and operate independently from being plugged in. There are a few items though that only work on 110 volt power, such as the microwave, the air conditioner, the television, and the regular outlets like you'd have in your house to plug in your coffee maker, curling iron, those sorts of items. So when you're plugged into shore power, you can utilize all the systems because the shore power will use the converter, which I'm going to show you now. It will use that to convert 110 volt power to 12 volts. So it will charge your battery while you're plugged in, as well as the lights will function off of the converted power rather than drawing energy from your battery. So here in the converter panel, this is where your power center is. We have our breakers on the left. These are 110 volt breakers. So each breaker will be listed here, what it's for: air conditioner, microwave, converter, and the GFCI breakers. And this one's your water heater. On the right hand side we have a panel of fuses. These fuses, they're color coded. The blue ones are 15 amp. These are for your circuits. So light circuits, one for your furnace, water pump, and so on. There's two orange fuses here. Those are 40 amp fuses, and those are the main fuses for the polarity. So if the battery was to be hooked up backwards, one of those fuses is supposed to blow rather than damaging the converter from being hooked up in reverse polarity. Alright, so if you do have something that's 12 volts that's not working, you can come to this panel, check these fuses to make sure they're in good condition. If one of the fuses is blown, there could indicate a problem, or just simply that the fuse blew and needs to be replaced. 110 volt breakers are for the 110 volt side, and if your microwave wasn't working, you can come check and see if the breaker was popped here. So it is a good idea to have some replacement fuses on hand, and again, they're color coded for the different amperages. Now, I mentioned the GFCI breaker. So many of these plugs in the RV are GFCI protected. So your toaster falls in the sink, it trips, just like your razor outlet at home in your bathroom. These are protected and they're in series. So if one of these plugs isn't working, it doesn't have the button on every plug. Only one plug will have the button. It'll either be located near the kitchen sink, in the bathroom. We'd have to find that location. But they'll have a sticker indicating that they're part of the GFCI circuit, in which case they're all protected in a series. That one button will pop if something were to happen, like a toaster falling into the sink. So if one of these outlets isn't working and your breakers are all fine, you may find that your GFCI has popped. Another thing in the electrical section we want to talk about is detectors. So we have a couple detectors in our trailer. One detector here is a smoke alarm. So this smoke alarm, we'll do the test button. Yeah, that works. This has an independent battery. If we open this up, it has a 9 volt battery in here, not part of the unit circuit. You need to test that battery. This will give you an indicating beep, a slow beep, an intermittent beep, not an alarm style beep, if the battery is going low. But it is a good idea to check this every spring before you start your camping season. Another detector we have down here, carbon monoxide and propane. So this detector is hardwired into your 12 volt battery system. And as discussed in an earlier segment, this does have a constant draw on your battery. So without a battery disconnect, the propane detector is always on, always working, again, always drawing on your battery. If this light illuminates amber and has an intermittent slow beep, that indicates that your 12 volt main RV battery is going low and will need to be charged. If this alarm's red, it indicates a leak. or a carbon monoxide leak, in which case you would need to exit the vehicle and turn off the propane and leave a door open to allow the RV to air out and get it in to be checked immediately. That's our power section. If you have any questions, feel free to visit one of our many locations or give us a call and we'll do our best to help. Thank you very much.